She's a disruptor. She's an innovator. Yuh Mei Hutt was educated and trained on the West Coast, in the heart of Silicon Valley, surrounded by high technology. But she is inspired by what she has found in Tallahassee and the challenge to create a community that grows and attracts and is relevant to the next generation.
One of my personal passions is in business. I love everything about business. I view business like a sport. I love playing the game. I love the coaches and the players and just all the science inner working behind the game. What I have realized is the way that the game is being played has changed. And it requires an update and some modernization. And I want to spread that thinking throughout the business community to make sure that our local businesses are prepared for the future.
For the first time in a long time, I've considered.
My father invited me back to Tallahassee to work with him at his company, Golden Lighting. Golden Lighting is a manufacturer of residential light fixtures, and we sell them to a distribution network of over 1,400 brick and mortar retail lighting showrooms all across the US and Canada, and we also have a significant distribution online as well. When I started, I was very young, very inexperienced. I remember I went to a Tallahassee Chamber Nuts and Bolts luncheon. I met Jerry Osteryoung, who invited me to a business roundtable, and then I joined several roundtables, and then within less than a year, I have met 30 people who are more than willing to help me on my journey with business. And I didn't go to school to learn these things. I learned from the School of Hard Knocks, and I learned from my peers. And I'm so grateful. I think that's the best aspect about Tallahassee, is the sense of community and how easy it is to get plugged in if you're open. I think everyone has seen disruption in the industries that they work in, myself included. And it's a constant battle to stay relevant. And lately, I've picked up some concepts and ways of thinking that I've applied to my own business. And I wanted to share exponential mindset with my friends and people in the community, because I feel like they can be applied to any type of problem in any type of sector, which is why I think it's so powerful. So this was prototype number 2.
This is the first life-size.
First life-size prototype. There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Does that meet the need further, or?
I mean, it doesn't have to be pretty. I think it's more authentic the way it is. Domi Station is what we would call a community incubator. So anyone in the community can join with the idea that they want to turn into a business, can come to Domi and cultivate it. And we offer many tools besides ways to learn about starting a business. On top of that, you can join and buy a membership, a co-working membership that opens you to our facility to work on your idea at a very kind of low-cost way. And then outside of learning and co-working is you get access to an amazing community of people that are entrepreneurial in spirit.
So the platform's got to be static, and then you can grab and turn it around you. And if it sits in a corner, then you can just put the door toward the corner, and you're using 2 of the building's existing walls as the enclosure, because it'll echo back from the corner, but all this foam rubber will absorb it, and you can have a private phone call.
Yes. I believe incubators are a very important part of any community or city because it's our R&D for business. So most of the job creation is created from new companies, and we don't know what the future is going to be. So this is a future generation of businesses, and we have to invest time and money and resources in people to build the next big companies of the next decade or 2. So they could come out of Domi or any of our other incubators in town. some of the communities that are housed here. For instance, Women Wednesdays meet here once a week, and it's a community of women, hundreds of women have come through our doors, and they talk about their businesses and inspire each other, and that's just one example. It's just not only are you working on your idea, but you might be able to bump into people who are also working on ideas, or pick up people onto your team, or get a mentor. This spring, I was invited to go to the Greenville trip with the Tallahassee Chamber on behalf of Domi and as an entrepreneur. Beautiful city, very inspirational story of how they built a wonderful community up there. On the last day, what we discovered as a group was Tallahassee has amazing assets in its own right. And it's just that I think the difference between that community and Tallahassee's community is our residents weren't necessarily even aware of all the wonderful things that we have here, or all the wonderful things that we're doing. I'm going to be running a contest this spring called Light the Way, where we're going to ask members of the community to submit essays about why they love living in Tallahassee and what kind of change they would like to see for the future of Tallahassee. And we'll pick the winner and send them to Singularity University, which started my whole journey towards innovation and exponential mindset. Because my hope is that I can live in a community of people who believe that the future is positive and that we can make a difference. Because there are many different types of problems out there, and try to raise the dialogue up within the community and get them engaged. I am incredibly indebted to this community, and going around teaching exponential mindset, encouraging people to play the game of business, to go out and start at Domi or wherever they want to. That's the least I can do because of how much the community has contributed to my personal success and to my family's success.